You know how sometimes you take a little bit more than you can eat? Well, that food you wasted could end up right here, being converted to fuel that could power your home. It's happening at UC Davis in Northern California. Here's the short version, and it sounds like something out of the future. Leftover food on cafeteria plates is being converted to fuel that turns on the lights and heats the school. And these noisy pipes, valves, gauges, and tanks are the step in between. This is a biodigester system, and it's pretty new technology, developed by Professor Rui-Hong Cheng.
About 10 years ago, and when I saw a need to convert the organic solid waste into energy, so that's when I started to design a digester system that will work very well efficiently with the solid waste.
The key ingredient is microbes.
So biodigester use efficient microbes to break down the organic material like food waste or animal waste.
We took it from the bench, from the lab, and we've commercialized it and made it something that we can take to the world.
Michelle Wong is the CEO of Clean World, which builds biodigesters. There are now 2 more in the nearby city of Sacramento.
At this project, the food is coming from campus. About 50% of it is coming from campus, from their dining commons, cafeterias. Also, there's a lot of animal waste around here. This is an agricultural university, so there's a dairy and a hog farm and other things.
Things like the UC Davis farm.
I'm the market garden coordinator at the student farm.
A farm that is certified organic and also an outdoor classroom.
Most of the students coming to Davis these days aren't coming from the farm. They're coming from urban or suburban backgrounds. So while they're studying agriculture, they really don't have that background that students in the past had. So this is an opportunity for them to complement what they learn in their classes with what's going on in the field.
That's exactly what happened to Nikolai Merling.
I started volunteering out here and really appreciated the social community and relationships that you have with the vegetables. Being able to get to actually know different vegetables really, really well and see their growing cycles from start to finish and how it tied my classroom learning into the real world.
And these vegetables are vital for education and nutrition. They literally feed the student body.
Each year, we sell about $35,000 worth of produce to the dining services.
We got some kohlrabi from the student farm. And this one is the flavor profile is almost like a broccoli and cauliflower.
After they're processed and prepped in the kitchen, those fresh grown vegetables end up in the salad bars in UC Davis's 3 cafeterias. And when the meal is done and you're putting your dishes on the automatic dish return, they want those plates to be empty.
And sometimes we take the really shocking plates and keep them and put them on display for the next meal. And it's actually, it sounds a little invasive, but people really do enjoy it, and it's a really good educational tool.
The point isn't to stuff yourself to clean your plate. The point is not to be wasteful. Specially designed programs encourage that.
Try a taste. We have little sample cups of every meal that the students can take, so that way if they realize they don't like it, they're not wasting an entire plate of food.
Food that is left over goes to the dish room,
where it gets washed off the plates and the food waste actually gets pulped. So the water waste is extracted and just the solid food waste is extracted, and we collect that and now send it off to the biodigester where it's turned into energy.
Actually, it's converted to biogas, mostly methane, which is used to generate electricity. But here's the beauty of the biodigester. Even the stuff that's left over is useful as fertilizer on the farms.
The sludge that's left is still full of nutrients, and hopefully that sludge will come back to the farm and we can use it to grow more crops. That seems like a completing of the cycle.
And with landfills quickly running out of space, every state is struggling with the problem of how to eliminate so-called green waste.
So California, as far as I know, is one of the few states in the country that does this. So in other states, urban green waste is still mostly going into landfills.
And that's bad for the environment in several ways.
About 30% of all the material that's in landfills is organic waste. And that organic waste, as it's biodegrading in the landfills, it's creating greenhouse gas emissions. It also leaches into the groundwater and creates groundwater problems.
The best solution? Completing the circle of life. Farm to fork to fuel and back to the farm.
I grew up in LA. I knew nothing about a lot of this before I came here, and now it's kind of weird that I'm an expert in trash. I'm really proud of UC Davis because it's one of the few campuses I've been to that really has anything even remotely close to the way that we reduce our waste and separate our waste, and it's just, I love it.